This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we are trying to next level our next level strategies. The decks that we play on the channel sometimes get adopted and played by a lot of people. I've received a pretty overwhelming amount of downloads and messages about the Dimir Shark deck that absolutely chewed up Diamond for me and got me into Mythic Top 100. So I have a feeling people might play it. So I'm going to play a deck that beats it and uses a Planeswalker that doesn't get that much love in Standard. So we're going to be able to also learn something as we go. The deck is mono green food, and the Planeswalker we are giving a good proper try to is Garruk Unleashed, going up to all 4 copies in the deck. If you don't already own Garruk, make sure you watch the whole video, because we're going to be testing if Garruk fits in. This is to be a more aggressive mono green deck that can hang and torture control decks. Trail of Crumbs, the Food Package, Troll King, all the usual suspects, the Great Henge, Kazandu Mammoth, Lovestruck Beast, Witch's Oven, Crawling Barrens. All of those cards make life very, very difficult for the blue-black Dimir Shark attack deck, and I'm hoping to run into that or Yorion decks. And then in the flex spots where before we had Gem Razor and Scavenging Ooze, I'm running 4 copies of Garruk Unleashed to get even more aggressive and make sure that we close the game. One thing I'm really looking forward to is Garruk Unleashed +1 with a +3/+3 in Trample on a Crawling Barrens, because if there's something Crawling Barrens really needed here, it's Trample. There's also the -2 ability to create a 3/3 Beast Creature token. If your opponent has more creatures than you, put another counter on Garruk, so it's like a -1 instead. So it's okay if you're behind. I don't know if we're behind, if a -2 to make a 3/3 will be good enough, but the real juice is the -7. If they don't get Garruk off the board pretty quickly, then you may search your library for a creature card, put onto the battlefield, and shuffle your library at the beginning of your end step. You know what that means? We're going to get all the trolls. We're going to have all the Troll Kings cooking, and that's really what it's all about. You guys have seen a lot of mono green food. If you're new to the channel, I've made multiple green food videos. This is one of the more lopsided decks in Best of 1, a very solid deck in Best of 3. In Best of 1, when you're on the draw, a lot of bad things can happen. We don't have traditional removal. We have Wicked Wolf and creature sizing. That's about it. So if you're on the draw, really your savior is Lovestruck Beast, the ability to make a 1/1 blocker and a 5/5 blocker to buy you time to cast your large things. And that's about it. If your first play of the game is a Trail of Crumbs or a Tangled Florahedron on the draw, you might not be good enough. I'm curious if a turn 3 Garruk on the draw even holds up. So there's plenty of question marks with the deck. What I do know is that Garruk +1ing on Lovestruck Beast, Kazandu Mammoth, Wicked Wolf, or Crawling Barrens is nice. Also lets you play very cheap Great Henges. So I'm excited to try out Garruk food and hopefully take advantage of people who are very enthusiastic about my Dimir control deck, which I hope to run into. Also hoping to run into Yorion. This is risky. We are in Mythic. Usually the only people in Mythic this early in the season are aggro players. So this is a meta call. I'm really curious to see how it works out. I don't always get those things right. On the other hand, this deck is very good against aggro on the play and very bad against it on the draw. So, are you ready to go flip some coins in the aggro matchups and see if we can torture and abuse the control decks that I know some of you despise so very much? I am. I'm excited. I'm recording this after doing a stream earlier in the day for the Kaldheim preview show. I think I might upload that stream, or at least some amount of it, to YouTube. I'm curious to know what you think about that, so watch it. If it goes up, it will be right here on this channel. You don't need another channel. But recording later in the day kind of throws me off. So also, hopefully, I don't punt too much. Let's dive in and let the mono green nonsense begin. Grab your axes. Let's go to work. Found me an opponent. Let's see if the metagame gamble pays off. Are we going to play aggro or are we going to play control? And we're on the play with a Lovestruck Beast, so it's a keep. You need a ramp creature, or you need a Lovestruck Beast in your opener. Probably everything else should be mulligan. Probably. Get straight to the beast mode. On the play, let's get the damage going. A little damage here and there can add up, and there is a Plains. So, it's a white aggro deck that's going a little slow on the draw. We do have to watch out for Skyclave Apparition. That is definitely a card that would cause some trouble. Knights. Okay. Probably not Apparition then. I mean, maybe. Sometimes they still run it. Option there to try a bluff attack with the 1/1. Not what I'd recommend. Everybody calls bluffs on ladder. Worthy Knight. On Worthy Knight. They're going to go wide. We're going to have to go very tall, very fast. Try to spell smash it. And back to moi. So, Henge. Please don't have an Ember Shield Breaker. It would make me sad. Let's stay defensive. No Ember Shield Breakers. It does fit the Knight Tribe. Artifact removal has been more popular recently because Henge and Embercleave have been so strong, and Maze Mind Tome has been around. Oops. Volume was pretty high there. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that levels it out. You can delete or edit those comments. I know that people get very sensitive to adjustments to the volume. Creatures are attacking. It's not Embercleave, so it's something else. I guess if they use a Bone Crusher here and I kill a Worthy Knight, I'm a happy person. Because we are now going to be drawing a card for every creature we play. In this case, it is right to play the Giant first, so that we need to keep the Beast around to deal damage. So that we don't make food with the oven. Alright, we draw Mammoth. You know what to do. Troll time. So big, so strong. And we've got the oven combo, and we can eat food for life. Can the Knights overcome? So much troll. Take 3. Bone Crusher Giant to the battlefield. 2 mana still open. And a Robber of the Rich. So an unusual Boros aggro deck featuring Inspiry Veteran Worthy Knight. Maybe a Winota deck. Although that's a lot of humans. Doesn't really make sense to be a Winota. Alright. Let's eat a food. If the opponent actually tries to make the troll go to the graveyard, we'll put it to oven, so we'll have the food for it. Mammoth. Let's see what we draw. Garruk. Nice. Crawling Barons can get onto the battlefield for sure, as we get that ready to go. And then we can play this and make a 3/3, or we can plus our troll and just do a ton of damage. Oh man. Both are very appealing. Let's make some 3/3s. So it goes down to 2, then back up to 3 because the opponent has more creatures than we do. But we can make that Mammoth trample next turn. And we also have Crawling Barons that we can make trample. If the opponent swings all out to kill the Garruk, well, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Boom. 8 to face, 8 life to go. 26 to 8, giant creatures, a trampling planeswalker. How did they get out of this? The Ancient Spartan playing a Boros aggro deck just on the edge of top 100 Mythic with kind of a Night Flare. Will they get shut down right now by the one invested one? It's looking good for your boy. Opponent steps up with the creatures that are not knights. Let's get into blocking. Seems like an Embercleave. What's the right blocks? I guess we put the 4/4 over here, so an Embercleave still kills it. Then we put the troll here. So where do we put the rest? If this goes to a 5, it's 10. This absorbs 7, kills it. They want to put it on the giant, I think, so we'll block there as well. What do you know? Embercleave deck go brrr. Troll takes a big hit. Troll plus Beast finishes the job. Garruk unharmed. Kazandu Mammoth surviving. Opponent takes 3? Ah, crafty. Alright, into the oven with you. Another Bone Crusher Giant, but it goes to the graveyard. You're at 5. We power up the Barons, make it a 5. We can make it a 7. And the opponent has to block with 2, but then they have 5 to swing back. Well, at least 2, right? They have to block with, like, more than that. So they have to chump with one of these 2. It's interesting. And we get a Troll King for free, so let's start there. We might draw something good. That's fine. Take action. Boom. Let's turn up the pressure. It has trample. Oh, gamers. Oh, baby. You think they knew? Trampling Barons. Just when you thought that card couldn't get better. Cabal Trainee. You better play Clerics then. Or Demons. Alright, on the draw, we have a turn 3 Garruk, so we'll try this hand. I would prefer a Lovestruck Beast, though. Oh, that's not good. That is almost death. If they just kill the creature, we don't draw a Lovestruck Beast or some other play. Whoa, okay. Another Boros type aggro pile. They've got a really good draw on the play. How will we survive? Intimidator. Definitely looking bad, but there's a lot that could still happen. They could run out of lands for the Hellhound. They could put counters in the wrong place. And they didn't kill the Florahedron yet. Okay. Game continues. Let's put out a Garruk and make a 3/3 and divert the opponent's attention from our face a little. Alright, that should be a pretty easy Embercleave. We'll see. Okay, now a Coward, but can still block here. And yeah, opponent played 1-drop, 2-drop, kind of a 3-drop in Embercleave, so we can't win. And that's how you lose a game of Magic on the draw with mono green. 3 games in, about to start our 3rd game. Our meta call is very bad. We've played 2 straight Boros aggro decks. We won on the play, we lost on the draw. We won when we had Lovestruck Beast, we lost on the draw when we did not. And that's not what I come to play Magic for, to be honest. The did you go first with aggro side of best of 1 is not what I love about it, not even close. And some decks are really susceptible to that, mono green being the most susceptible because you have no removal. So you take those losses and you move on. They queued me against the same opponent, and they gave me a draw. Good game. So can I leave now? After 2 minutes, staring at that screen? Are we gonna try this again? Waiting for server? Can I has game of Magic? Alright. Life goes on. Crying out loud, all the way down to 180, but we have Goose, Crumbs, Beast, Garruk, so let's try this out. We're on the draw. If it were on the play, it would be absolutely nuts. As it is, it's very good. Da Bounty. Honk honk. I think we just want to get Trail Goose going, although we don't have Mayhem Devil anymore to really set it up. Opponent with a turn 2 Hollowed Priest, only legal in best of 1, gets a +1/+1 counter. We could just slam the 5/5 and shut down this attacking. I think I like it. Make them remove it. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. Let's just slow down on this crap. Uh-huh. Here, kitty kitty. So you like lifelink. Ain't that something? Okay. I'm going to play the Trail. We're going to draw off it with Crumbs, and we're going to play this tapped. No, we want a food next turn, don't we? So it's Trail. The Wicked Wolf may not be able to kill anything, but they missed their land drop, so eventually they probably can't hold up the Life's Bounty. And say go. Because we want to use the Wicked Wolf probably on the Priest. Okay, they have second Priest. And still no attack. If we're going to use it on the Priest and they can't gain life, we can go ahead and eat the food. The Indestructible isn't very relevant. If they have removal, it will be Exile, probably. Giant Killer can't hit the Wolf until we put mana into it. Let's grab another land. Just to make sure we get there. That's really good. Alright, Garruk could come down. Garruk could make 3/3. I think Wolf on Priest while they're tapped low is a good idea. Wolf. Next turn can be Troll King. Then Garruk can start pumping things like the Wicked Wolf, and we go to town. The Kabira Plateau. They could have used that as a removal spell. Shows that they definitely need land. They must have Heliod, something of that nature in hand. Griffin Airy. If they gain 3 or more life, they'll make a 2/2. Do we attack with the Wolf? If they triple block, I'm really happy, right? Plus I can make a food and go indestructible, so they can't just block. And now we will Troll King. There's the Heliod, as foretold. The 5/5 indestructible. They finally get it online, but it's a bit late now. Let's dig. Looking for more food and more food sources, and henges. You know, henges. Those are good too. Boom. Boom.
I've got an axe to grind.
Let's give some heat to the wolf.
They're a stampede of what?
Send him in. It's a lot of damage, and the blocks aren't good. If the opponent blocks with another creature, their Heliod turns off. Plus, we can give our wolf indestructible. Our Troll King can come back, all by making food with the goose. And there's the block, and that's it. All right. Pretty smart because it absorbs 5 of the trample damage. So since that didn't happen, do we want to make another food? I think we just play a mammoth now. More creatures. Creatures are good. And we draw cards from them. More board. More battlefield presence. Linden is here. That's a big attack, potentially. How do they want to use it? They've assembled their Embercleave, their Linden, and their Heliod, and their Aerie. Like they have a ton of life game triggers. I think we're far enough ahead to close, and you see they don't feel like they can attack. That's a good draw. All right, let's make 6. Because we will probably use the goose as well. Nom. Wolf becomes a 4/4 from the counter from the hinge, so we don't need any more mana there. Or any more food. We don't need to eat any food. Pump the mammoth. Really pump the mammoth.
Dare you to stop this?
Get him. This wolf can get in because we can make it indestructible and draw with Trail of Crumbs. Opponent trying to kill the Troll King. I guess I don't have the 3 food available right now to get it back, but I will. They're taking 9? 10, right? They're taking 10. They're gaining 1 life back from the Charmed Stray. Is there any way I can kill this? Or kill my own wolf? I don't have any instants in the deck, so I don't think so. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have played the other Garruk. And plussed again. That'd have been epic. I don't think it's going to matter, but... How do you turn down the epic play when it was right there in front of your face? Oh well. Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. Linden's back. Heliod's back. Attack Garruk, gain 2, and then there's a Life's Bounty to take it the rest of the way. Again, if I had an oven and could sacrifice this and deny the lifelink, that would be nice. Alright, pitch a food. Become indestructible. Draw a card. I'll take a... Well, this is worth drawing a card because of the Great Henge, so we'll take that instead. Opponent goes all the way back up to 11, I think? No, it's just 7. My bad. But they do get the 2/2. Alright, guys, there's only one way to conclude this. Darn it! The way to conclude this was Garruk plus on Goose, Garruk plus on Goose. Oh well. 3 games in. 100% aggro. Nobody playing that Shark deck or any other control deck yet. We're up against Dr. Yuck on the play with a Lovestruck Beast. That's all we need to see. I don't think there's many hands with Lovestruck Beast that I wouldn't keep. It's just your best card against aggro in a lot of cases. And it's good against control. Gets you off to on the right foot. They must respect you. Opponent thinking about that Thieves Guild Enforcer? I think so, but we'll see what they want to do. 'Cause I'm not sure I would block. I want them to respect the beast. Okay. So what do they have? One black holds priority. Seems like a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Full control mode. It's going to be obvious when I see it, right? Here's a beast. Still alive, no Heartless Act, no Eliminate. What is this? What's going on? Veto. Crunch? Dr. Yuck says, yep, that is a confirmed yuck. This is where having a Garruk would be really nice to diversify my threats. And they wiped out the Lovestruck Beast with a Hagra Mauling. Some kind of a mono black. I don't know where we're going. Let's play the Troll King. We now have Wicked Wolf and Troll King, 3 foods and a Trail of Crumbs. So if we untap from the position, we can play Trail of Crumbs, sack them to Wicked Wolf. Alright, Dr. Yuck. I hope we learn more about your deck someday. That did not move me hardly at all. Man. I'll have to go look at my rank at the beginning of the video. I'm pretty sure I'm 4-1 and D-ranking every game. No, I think I'm up like 20 ranks with a 4-1 record. It's very bizarre. Now I don't know if I can say that we're up at... We definitely didn't play aggro last game. We played turn 3 Veto, turn 4 Mauling, turn 5 Scoop. So I don't know what that was. Still a lot more aggro than not aggro. Let's keep. Let's got the Beast. Beast is what we need. Every matchup should start with Beast if possible. Blue sleeves, green cards. I'm kind of disgusted. So, I don't want anything to happen to my Tangle Florahedron. We don't know what the opponent has, but something like a Bone Crusher Giant would be really bad, and we need to hit 4 land drops to go Lovestruck Beast and Henge. So in this spot, although I'm sure it's very tempting to go Forest Florahedron, we play the Florahedron tapped, and then what we've done is we've guaranteed that we go turn 3 Beast, turn 4 Henge, or turn 3 Beast if they kill it, turn 4 Wicked Wolf. The Zandu Nectar Pot. Mythic is an interesting place these days. Don't ask me what's happening. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So this is a 1/3 insect. When a land enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Elysian Caryatid. Alright, so they're ramping. The scary thing about ramp is that they plan to go over the top, and we don't really know what that means yet. I don't think they can kill this, so let's attack with Beast first and not give away what we're doing next. Maybe they'll chump, maybe they'll take it, maybe the Great Henge would change what they would do. We could also Wicked Wolf eat their Caryatid and slow their ramp, but I don't know what they could play that I'm afraid of. Disrespectful. Alright, let's draw a Lovestruck Beast or another Goose or an Oven, please. Alright. No perfect curve out, but we do have a 1/3 Goose. Kazandu Nectar Pot, gained 1. Let the record show, not a completely worthless card. Fastwood Surge. Search your library for 2 basic lands. Onto the battlefield. This is a Scoot Swarm deck. It absolutely must be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possible 8. Probably going to play a Troll King and a Tangled Florahedron. Would anything I could draw change that? I don't think so. Let's send the 5/5. What if they have Ugin? It doesn't get rid of the Henge, but our Troll King would be exiled, which is pretty bad. We'd still have Crawling Barrens to clean it up. Okay, Caryatid's down, no Ugin. That's why we attack first, and then think about the play from there. Let's see if we can save the food by drawing into a Castle Garenbrig with the Tangled Florahedron. Nope. Alright, this will do. Seems like a good spot. What is whatever the heck this is going to do? Garruk the Cursed Huntsman. Well, from one Garruk mage to another, my deck is probably stronger. Hate to be the bearer of bad Garruk news. Alright. We can kill a wolf. I don't know if killing the wolves is important. If we attack the Garruk here, they have to block with a lot of stuff to get it to live. I don't even know how they do it. 2, 3, 4. I guess that brings it to 1. Maybe we don't want the Garruk surviving a turn and getting counters, so we... Wicked Wolf. Let's eat the Nectar Pot. There's a Trail of Crumbs, just for more action. We didn't have enough. Oops. I actually meant to play the Forest. So we got the Florahedron, we can play the Mammoth. We can attack here, the opponent blocks, and we attack here. The opponent could have double blocked here, saved Garruk. So now they can't save Garruk. There's another way to do it. We could attack with a Goose, but then we're not getting card advantage, and we could be. I think it's just this. It looks conservative. Some of you are not impressed. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind the game taking a while. I don't mind long games of Magic. The blocks won't save the Garruk because it goes to the graveyard at the same time that the wolves die, so the triggers don't save it. Let's have a Mammoth. Draw a card. And then we'll dig with Goose by sacrificing a food to it for mana. Yeah. Yeah. I'd scoop that baby up too. I want top 100, but the rank is advancing so slowly, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Always feels like a good day when I finish in top 100. Oh, it looks like a red mage. We're on the draw. We have a turn 3 Garruk, but we can't really beat a good red mage hand. That said, being on the draw is so hard anyway. And mulliganing to try to hit a Lovestruck Beast when we have Henge feasting Troll King and a turn 3 Garruk. I'm not going to do it. We might lose. There's just not a lot you can do with this deck on the draw without a Lovestruck Beast against a really good curve. Alright. Hello. That means they have a 1-drop. Hello. I find your hellos unnerving. Alright. Let's see how good their curve is. They started with the Bounty. They must have the Aspirant. Nope. Daxos. I'd rather have the Daxos than an Aspirant unless they have Heliod. So get ready for a Heliod, everybody. It's one of those worst case scenario will always happen situations. That's brutal. That is brutal, but it could be worse. Their creatures aren't overwhelming. We just don't have a good play, unfortunately. If only Garruk were something else. And there is the Heliod. Yeah, we got destroyed. You have seen the problem with Garruk. On the draw, it's kind of doing nothing, right? I think that is becoming very clear. This would have been nice last turn.
These guys, I've got fun friends.
3/3 Beast acquired. That was fun. So close. Didn't realize how dark it got and how fast. Recording later in the evening is hard. Alright. On the play, big difference from being on the draw. This time we have a Garruk. Let's see if it pays off. This is kind of your last chance, bro. You gotta show the people that you're not just a joke. That you have a brain behind all that brawn, you know? You gotta do something. Lovestruck Beast action, huh? I could play the Trail of Crumbs. I don't think that's it. I think I play the Florahedron, eat this, find another land, then I play the Garruk. Or I can play the Trail of Crumbs and try to set up for the Wicked Wolf. But I think I need to ramp here. Yeah, hi. Do we eat the food? I do think we need the land. Okay, I guess I'm eating the food. Oh, you know what? We didn't have a Trail of Crumbs out, because I played the Florahedron instead. You can tell I'm on the tilt. You can tell I'm not happy with Garruk and his performance. That's okay. Everything's fine. This is fine. Do we make the 3-3? A Bone Crusher Giant will kill Garruk, but I guess if it does, we still have a 3-3 on the field.
Respect for nature is always returned.
And they just used a Bone Crusher. And if they cast Bone Crusher here, they don't develop their board. Gives me time to deploy Trail, pair it with the Wolf. Alright. Here comes a lovey-dovey. That's a Troll King. Let's start here. It all comes together on the play. Garruk trying to redeem himself. Takes 6. Ah. It's a lot of pressure. Even if they play a Henge this turn, they're under so much pressure next turn. Not to mention, Wicked Wolf eats up their beast. It's not good for you. Okay. Easy mode. Okay, that's going to exile it, so that's going to feel good for the opponent, but it doesn't deal with the Garruk. Do we play the Wicked Wolf? Indestructible, a whole bunch of food, a very good offensive threat. Seems right. If we're gonna do it, we do it first. Alright, Nom. Get busy. Don't think I'll need to play the Mammoth as a Mammoth. I think mana is better here. We just pump Crawling Barrens and get in there. Fabled Passage. Forest. Well, another lovey-dovey. Which won't save you. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess it's just that, right? Don't make this too complicated. Let's make sure we activate the right wolf today, you guys. Trail of Crumbs. Plus this wolf. So we can pump it with the food token for 7. One more Nom. Give them the Hedron love. They seem like a fan. Take 7. Alright, Garruk on the play is absurd. Garruk, like, ramp into Garruk on the play is gross. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up, and despite still being the art for the deck, Garruk is trash on the draw in best of 1. You heard it here first. Also, my meta call is terrible. There are no control players. There might be a rogue player lurking here or there. So I think that the right thing to do is cut the Garruks, add the Chainweb Arachnors, they can help buy us time, add the Witch's Ovens, or play the version I played in the top 10 of Mythic, which is 2 Gem Razor, 2 Scavenging Ooze. I also tried a version of this deck with Ugin. 3 Ugins, in fact. Ugin Food. I was really excited about it. It was too slow. It was too slow. And so I think earlier plays, the 3rd Oven, I think that's all you need against Control. I think the matchup with Control is already good and doesn't need Garruk to hang out in it. And I think that Chainweb Arachnir helps solve some rogue issues while slowing down red and white to give you a chance. Just give you a chance to get that Henge and those Troll Kings down and go to work. So that's what I do with Mono Green Food. The Garruks, do not craft. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Don't do it. I think that Garruk is a Planeswalker I was excited about, but doesn't meet the current criteria for what is good in Best of 1, which is it has to be playable on the draw or overwhelming on the play. I think it has the potential to be overwhelming on the play, but I don't think it is needed. On the play, we're already far enough ahead. It doesn't matter if we win on turn 5 or turn 10, or turn 20 for that matter. On the draw, we just have to survive till turn 5. So priorities become different. Anyway, sometimes failed experiments are okay experiments. I think this one still makes a good video. Plus, we learned something about the flex spots in Mono Green Food and why they can't be 4 mana cards or more. People always asking me, why not Kogla? Too slow. Way too slow. Why not Questing Beast? Too slow. Way too slow. The deck is already slow. Don't make it slower. Give yourself a chance on the draw. That's today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember, if you want to support the channel, you can like, subscribe. You can get a YouTube membership. Just click down there, the join button, and help out. I'll also take a Twitch Prime if you want to head over to Twitch and support over there. And of course, there's a donation link if you enjoy the content in the description. And on that note, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.